Holy crap, it's Osu. I don't know that I know what this game is anymore. Haven't done anything with Osu since OWC. But welcome back. Hippo Cup. It's the 6th iteration. Had a lot of these. I am P1G, and it is Maxwell versus KooksKochen in round of 32. Maxwell on the left is a very international team. Bruges, Aleph, Rhythmic RS, Mahmoud, Jemzi, Queen Lizzie, which is somebody, I don't remember who, Listia, Catburger, and Mackie Donalds. I'm going to go look up who Queen Lizzie is, because, wow. Oh, I don't actually have it on here. Okay. Plasma, okay. They're playing against KooksKochen, which is a German team made up of Flay, I don't know. FX Willie, Dioon, Hobson, Windfly, Dokito, Hair, and I Fake RZ. This is match number 4 of the week. We had a tiebreaker to open things up in a couple of very one-sided matches a few hours ago. So we'll see if this goes one of those directions or the other, or if it just splits the difference and ends up like 6-3 or something. Who knows? Already a couple bans in place. We have Nomad 3, Nomad 5, which continue to be quite popular bans, alongside Nomad 4. Nomad 3 has now been banned 3 out of the 4 times. I think this is updated. Actually, I'm going to go look somewhere else. There we go. Nomad 3 has been banned 3 times. Nomad 5 has been banned twice. Nomad 6 getting banned for its 3rd time as well. That was the first free mod 4 ban, however, so we did get a new ban in play, but nobody liking this Nomad pool very much, and I don't really blame them because the maps are very long. Nomad 3 is 5.5 minutes long. Yeah, I'd want to get rid of that as well if I were involved in the match. Nomad 6, 4 minutes long. I feel that Nomad 7 is kind of just getting also banned a lot. Yeah, Nomad 7's been banned 2 out of 4 times. Zero picks on that one. So, players making their preferences known. They don't like the long boys in the Nomad pool. And it is going to be Nomad 2 as the first pick. We get Calamity Fortune. The selection number 1. Which is... I feel kind of out of place in this pool. You guys can tell me if I'm mistaken about that, but I feel like that map is really, really easy compared to some of the other maps in this pool. Not sure though. .17, 200 BPM, but like, it's a Nomad, quote-unquote Nomad 2 that I can play, which I think says a lot. It's really not a Nomad 2 anyway, like the streams in this are just very basic. So I don't know what star rating. Why does this say it's 6.17 stars? The website says 6.2 stars. I haven't actually looked at this in my client. I wonder how long ago Habib did these star ratings. If anybody would like to take a guess, they could probably be more accurate. I don't know. These could well be just some super old star ratings from like 2 reworks ago. but it is no matter, as we will get underway here eventually when the players load in. So we got Alicia, Rouge, Olive, and Rhythmic RS against Pear, Flay, Dokito, and Ethics. Got Listia and Olive running the hiddens for Maxwell, Pear, and Dokito running the hiddens for KooksKochen. So nice, the players on the left side of both teams doing that stuff. This is the first pick of our match here. First pick from KooksKochen. We'll see if they like, I guess, I don't know, I just associate tapping maps with Germany after the past, couple of years in OWC. They kind of trended that direction a lot, like in 2020, 2021. A little bit less so, I feel, in 2022, but still a solid tapping team. We'll see if their Hippo Cup team here is along the same lines. We do get a couple breaks early, or we get client breaks. Dokito was a real break. Pare, I don't know, was also a real break. And there goes Listia. Mistimed that stream. You can see the UR bar way over to the left. So that'll be a little bit of a respite for KooksKochen. Helps avoid this becoming a quick runaway, but it is still 3 FCs to 2. So Maxwell still in a pretty decent spot. Lead about 3 million points. Rouge though next to break. That's combo advantage over to KooksKochen. 2 FCs and 2 pretty solid combos. Dokito with another miss, but they do still have a backing combo lead by a bit for Pear over Listia by only about 70 combo or so. It's not very much, but we shall see what happens in the last quarter of the map. That hidden score multiplier may be meaningful, may not be meaningful. Hard to say. There goes Olive. That was one of the 2 remaining FCs for Maxwell. This lead should go over to KooksKochen as long as Flay and Ethics can hold on into the ending. And there it goes. Scorpion1 doing Scorpion1 things, but there goes Flay as well. So this is going to bounce back and forth now a little bit in the middle. Flay with some more breaks at the ending. Is this enough combo in time for Maxwell to bring this back? The answer appears to be no. Pear with enough combo to hold on to things for KooksKochen, despite Flay having some trouble there at the end. This is going to be very, very close for a Score V1. That is going to be less than 1 million points, but KooksKochen do manage to hold on and take their first pick thanks to that FC from Mr. Ethics, matching the FC from Rhythmic RS on the other side. Scorpion 1, kind of cool sometimes. It has its upsides. Once in a while, you get fun outcomes like that one. And now we're going to get everybody's favorite DT pick. When you Pinky Jones bruh pog. This is its 4th pick in 4 matches. The only... Well, if they pick DT3 in this match, it can also, but so far this is the only map with 100% pick rate. DT3 they can keep at 100% pick rate if they pick it also. But we do love a little bit of TV size DT. This is, I think, the highest star rating. Yeah, this pool is so wild that there's like 5-star stuff and then a 7.36 star TV size DT4. This is why you come to Hippo Cup though, right? Like, this is what you're here for. 270 BPM, 10.3. I love this tournament. It's so cool. It's so wholesome and poggers, you guys. Listia, Rouge, Olive, Rhythmic RS, FX, is it iFake RZ or is it iFakers? Like iFakers, I don't know. Dokito and Flay? I don't know. These guys with these names. Just want to know how to pronounce them. Why can't you have names that are intuitive to pronounce? They have to be difficult. I didn't ask for any of this. Gonna be Windfly coming in for KooksKochen, so perhaps these are set rosters now. Interesting, the same 4 members for Team Maxwell, despite KooksKochen making a couple of swaps, so keep an eye on that as the match goes on. Whether they are just skill set purposes or if they're perhaps missing anybody on the team. We'll find out over time. And for now, we're going to get into our second map. First pick from Maxwell. The very speedy DT pick here at 270. And 10.3. Hidden on Listia and on Rouge. And then on iFakeRZ and Windfly, who are both having a little bit of trouble here at the early stages. Germany, when they were forced to play Hidden, actually a direct nerf to the entire country, it would seem, in every country tournament that exists. But they're just having trouble across the board. Meanwhile, Maxwell were holding on to the 4-way through 250 combo before Aleph was the first break. But really not a lot to worry about here. They're already over doubling their opponent's scores. A little double tap coming in, but we're down to just Rhythmic RS with the FC matching Flay. But fortunately for Maxwell, they already have a 4 million point lead. So it kind of just doesn't matter. And that's going to be all she wrote for this quick one. And that will be Maxwell tying it up 1-1 with a quick victory on their own first. I do love TV size. Go by so fast when there's TV size. Yes, sir. So we go to the second pick for KooksKochen. We'll see if we get more tapping. We can double pick, right? You played 3 matches in group stage. The rules did not change. It is the same rule as for all 3 matches of group stage. Osu players read and comprehend rules challenge. Impossible difficulty. I swear. Just like, wait, they, oh, that was, okay, I was like, wait a minute, didn't even double pick, but that's the other team's pick anyway. So we're gonna get DT6 as the next selection, so we're going, just, I guess, kind of speedy stuff in this match. Happy stuff, maybe. DT6, the, Rita DT pick, 250, roughly, BPM. 9.67. This is a Frostmourne map. We love Frostmourne maps. In this house, we stand Frostmourne because he is, of course, the mapper of all time. see who comes in, who goes out. I suspect we're probably just going to be seeing more of the same players, right? We're playing more high BPM tapping heavy maps, so it's just going to be a lot of the same people. Still the same 4 for Maxwell. FX, I Fake RZ, Dokito, and Ble for KooksKochen. So again, pretty similar. Seeing the same people. Hidden again, Listia and Rouge, I Fake RZ, and Dokito. Dokito with that early break. Not what you want to see to start off a pick. We'll see if the players can get comfortable with this one as we proceed forward into the map. This one, kind of a middling length. It's, 2.5 minutes, so it's not, short, but it's not that long either. Little break for Maxwell, Rouge and Aleph both falling. Dokito misses as well, but it's still a triple FC for KooksKochen with FX, I Fake RZ, and Flay all maintaining their pretty high accuracy FCs. Listia and Rhythmic RS holding down the fort for Maxwell, but they're going to need a little bit of help from one or more members of KooksKochen at this point to bring this back. Score really not going out by too much just because of Dokito having so much trouble. It's only 900k. The triple FC is doing work. There goes I Fake RZ, though. That's going to help out Maxwell a lot. This should send the score back on over. Double FC matching a double FC and much better backing combo. Maxwell take the lead, and they're going to run with it. Look how that is going to grow in this middle section. Very solid full combos for Rhythmic RS and for Listia, and Rouge and Aleph both recovering from the early misses. There goes Dokito once again. He is not having a great time with this. There goes I Fake RZ as well. FX and Play, it's just the non-hidden players, the DD-only players having a fine time for KooksKochen, but the hidden players not doing so well. And that is proving to be incredibly advantageous. That's a 4-way miss for KooksKochen. This map just ended. That's going to be a break point for Maxwell. There's pretty much no coming back from this now. 13 million points lead. It is over and done with. That's going to be a 2-1 breakpoint advantage. All that's left now is to see if Maxwell can hold on to the double FC on Listia and on Rhythmic RS. Not the most difficult of maps, so I mean, not surprising to see a couple of FCs, but from those players who are comfortable with the tapping segments. But still, very impressive to see a double FC on the same team. Rhythmic RS unfortunately did drop his SS, which was being held for quite some time, dropped all the way down to 99.58%, but still the best AC, I believe, in the lobby. And that is an incredibly one-sided affair in favor of Maxwell. Score V1 being what it is, those things just happen. If you get a couple of FCs, the score gaps get real big, real fast. And Maxwell take it. That is a break point in their back pocket going forward. So next pick, Maxwell. See if we get another DT. They asked if they can double pick. I should have already known that rule. Asked if they could double pick, so you got to figure that they've got another DT in mind. Maybe something like a DT2? Maybe in a DT1? Oh, third? Okay. So they asked if they could double pick, but they're not double picking, which indicates that either their next pick would have been DT6, or they're just trolling, not sure which, but we're gonna go Nomad 1 instead. I am Speed, Escape from the City, 6.87 star, minute 14 seconds, so it might also just be that they want to pick short maps. You got 57 seconds, we've got a minute 14. We do love some TV-sized picks, as mentioned here in Hippo the Cup. We appear to be getting a couple of new players here. We've got Mahmoud and Catburger coming in for Maxwell. The switch up skill set a little bit means we're going to switch up the players a little bit. Looks like we are probably set here. Listia, Mahmoud, Rouge, Catburger, I fake RZ, I fakers, I don't know. Somebody tell me, please, so I can stop going back and forth on that. Pear, Windfly, and Fleh. I think I'm just going to start saying Fleh every time. One of those cases where Listia provides a lot of value to a team simply just by being a hidden player, right? It's very useful to have somebody who can just slap hidden on everything without thinking about it. Rouge, no, excuse me, Catburger, the other hidden, this time for Maxwell. Hair and, wait, hang on. I don't know if a hidden didn't load or if they actually don't have two hiddens. Okay, a hidden didn't load, it's Windfly. Thank you, Attorney Client. And in we go with Maxwell taking a small early lead. The early break from Pear and from Windfly. Again, the hidden players for KooksKochen just struggling. You know, far be it from me to judge a team because I've only seen literally 3 maps of them, but it feels like their hidden players are struggling every single time. And you know coming into this tournament that you're going to have hidden players on every map. So it feels like you would want to have people who are going to be comfortable with hidden. I'm not really sure what the story is so far with them. I don't know if this was how things played out in group stage as well, or if they're just having a little bit of an unlucky day on this pool, or if they're missing a player who would be a normal hidden fill. You know, there's a lot of potential reasons or explanations, but all 4 maps now so far, KooksKochen have lived and died by their hidden players, and for 3 of those maps now, it's going to be died by those hidden players. And that was a big aim pattern that nearly everyone hit. Shoutouts to Fleh, Mahmoud, Listia, and Rouge. And it's going to be Maxwell consolidating the break point. That's a 3-1 lead. Again, you know, pretty solid. That's 9 million points. Like, that was never really out. Now, Maxwell in a pretty good spot. 3-1 lead. Just need to win a couple more picks of their own. And be home free. KooksKochen will have to figure out a way to get a break point. And so will be an interesting task laid out in front of them. It's going to be Fremod 2 as their next pick. HC6 Cataclysm by Zips. 220 BPM. 6.2 stars Nomad, 6.6 stars Hard Rock. Alright. Shall we see double Hard Rock for KooksKochen? Because of course the rule is a little different on pre-mods. You just need to have 2 mods, so if you're a team that's uncomfortable with hidden, just play all the free mods and go double Hard Rock, I guess. Or if you're missing a hidden player, you know, whatever the case is that given day. And we're back to the standard roster for the first 2 picks from Team Maxwell. Rhythmic RS, Aleph, Rouge, and Listia. FX Pair, Dioon. That's a lot of O's. and Fle for KooksKochen. We'll see what the mods end up looking like once we load in, but perhaps this is what that team needs to kind of right the ship here after losing 3 maps in a row following their victory on their first pick. We're going to see Hidden on Listia, Hard Rock on Rouge, no mods on Rhythmic RS and Aleph. And on the other side, it's going to be Hidden Hard Rock on Dayun and Hidden only on Pear. So despite Fremod not requiring you to go double hidden, they are going to go double hidden anyway. I am not entirely sure how to feel about this, but we'll see how it goes. Is an early lead for KooksKochen thanks to the break at the very beginning from Aleph, and Listia following that up next. Just shy of the quarter way through mark, KooksKochen have a 4-way FC still alive, still kicking. It's going to help them build a bit of a lead into this KI. Shoutouts to Digital Hypno, rank 1 on this map, I believe still. Somebody can fact check that if they would like. I know he was rank 1 on it. That's a double break, though. FX and Dayun. Aleph next, but that's not going to be as impactful to Maxwell as those breaks were to KooksKochen. That, however, is a problem where Rhythmic RS just breaks at the end of that KI, because that means Rouge is left as the only FC for Maxwell against Pear and Fleb, both holding down the fort with an SS on each player. A Hidden and a Nomad SS staying alive, keeping that lead intact for KooksKochen. Really needed Rhythmic RS to hold through that section of the map if Maxwell were going to try to bring this one back. Instead, it is going to be KooksKochen maintaining a couple million-point advantage. In the next KI, part reminds me so much of, what, 6 trillion years and overnight story? That part right there. Okay, there goes Pear, there goes Dayun, there goes Rhythmic RS again. It is Flez, the only FC for KooksKochen, but Rouge had broken just before. I apologize, I missed. I'm blind, I guess. This is what, I'm just rusty. So it's Aleph and Listia with some decent combos, but they're matching up against FX and Fle, who still has an FC intact, which will be enough for KooksKochen to maintain this lead. 9 million points, not a lot to be done, I don't think. Into the ending KI we go. Really, the only question is, you know, is that FC going to hold up? And the answer is no. We quickly answer that question. Nigh instantly. KooksKochen, though, set themselves up for success. And it's going to be their point. They stop the skid. 3 points in a row to Maxwell. KooksKochen finally get one back for themselves. They are still down that break point, but this ensures that they stay within range in the match. They will head in the next pick for Maxwell. KooksKochen looking for the elusive break point. Try to even this thing up. Yet another short map here for Maxwell after starting with DT4 Nomad 1. It's Hard Rock 2, Hard Rock 3, both very short. DT2, DT3, also both very short. If that's the direction that they choose to go. Obviously, plenty of other choices available to them. It is going to be, indeed, that same DT2, so we are going to get crazy hot as the next pick. 43 BPM, Lunatic Diff. An absolute classic. Who's gonna set a 400 PP play-in match right now in round of 32? Surely somebody will do it. Waiting on the fourth for KooksKochen, we've got Rhythmic RS, Olive, Rouge, and Listia for Maxwell. Flat, I Fake RZ, FX for KooksKochen. Who will the fourth be? Hair? Windfly? Windfly. See how the hiddens go this time. We've got Rouge and Listia on the hiddens for Maxwell. I Fake RZ and Windfly on the hiddens for KooksKochen. This is pretty quick, but nobody having any trouble early on. A little bit of accuracy discrepancy there, as you see Flat 97 and I Fake RZ at 95. But, you know, it's really going to be all about the combo, which Olive is going to be the first one to break, and that's going to be the lead over to KooksKochen. So, you know, we play the combo game here, and through halfway, that's working out for KooksKochen, especially with V1. I feel the accuracy is even less important than the combo compared to on V2. It is a break for Windfly, though. So combo lead back over to Maxwell. Accuracy lead their way as well. The score lead will head over that direction to match. Triple FC against Triple FC, but it's back in combo lead for Olive. There's another break for Maxwell, though. It's Rouge. They're down to 2 FCs only against 3 FC, or well, yeah, 3 FCs. I don't know. Play is slightly behind in combo. And there goes Rhythmic RS. It's Listia alone against Flat, I Fake RZ, and FX. And this is going to be KooksKochen taking the break point. And we're going to be tied up at 3-3. I think. I guess technically it's not a certainty. But FX looks really comfortable. Flat looks really comfortable. Yep, okay. It's a tie. It's 3-3. All right. KooksKochen rebounding. Despite, once again, their hidden players. Well, I Fake RZ had a good time. Windfly did not. The double FC on the DT onlys. Or near double FC. I guess that's an early break from Fla. And just didn't have that second FC for Maxwell. And with only one player over 10 million, it's going to be a struggle to beat a team that has a 14, a 13, and an 11 million, even if the fourth is down at 4 million, as Windfly was there for KooksKochen. It just didn't end up mattering. And that is 3-3. We're back on level footing. There's a best of 5 remaining to be played. Windfly lost to the roll and ended up bottom scoring, but the team won anyway, so maybe he's just the lucky charm, I guess. So if you are KooksKochen, what do you pick next here? Is this another DT angle? Nope, it's gonna be a free mod angle. Free mod 1. Now that's quite the departure from what we've seen so far, right? It's been nothing but raw mechanics for the first 6 maps of this match. We had 3 DTs, no mod 2, no mod 1, free mod 2. Like, it's just all mechanics maps. And now we go free mod 1, which is just this like awkward low BPM alt. Everybody is, of course, familiar with this map, I would assume. They're well known. But this is an interesting change of pace. Really throwing in a bit of a curveball here with this pick after all the rest. Curious if we're gonna get some new players in. It's gonna be Mahmoud and Catburger joining Rouge and Listia. They were the 2 joining Rouge and Listia for No Mod 1, so no big surprise there. Pair Dayun Fla or KooksKochen, with 4th to be determined, as has been the case multiple times. And I'm waiting on that 4th, trying to sort it out. Who is 4th here? Will we find out? Will we find out who the 4th is? Well, while we wait, I'm gonna warm up with my nice, comfy, cozy HC6 staff hoodie. It is so very comfortable. You are all jealous at your lack of HC6 staff hoodie. Truly my favorite limited edition apparel that I've ever owned. Oh, okay. All right. It's Dokito. Oh, wait, somebody left. Okay, Dokito and Windfly. So pair Windfly, Fla, and Dokito will be the final roster for KooksKochen against Mahmoud, Rouge, Catburger, and Listia. Where's what? All right, we are aborting. Somebody doesn't have a second mod, so we're gonna be trying this again. It doesn't have to be 2 hiddens. I mean, they could just have a hidden and a hard rock or something. I don't know if that was the issue or not, though. It might have just been like 3 no mods, I guess. I guess I should have. I should just have a IRC client with the. Chat, but whatever, you know. All right, here we go. We've got double hidden on Maxwell. No surprise there. It's Catburger, Listia. Hidden on pair, hard rock on Windfly. This is a nasty map with hard rock, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, this is not something you, generally speaking, want to hard rock voluntarily. Kind of awkward alt style. Spacing with hard rock could be a little tricky, but we'll see. Is Dokito the first to break in the lobby? So then one of the 2 no mods for KooksKochen. Gonna break a couple times early on here. So Maxwell take a bit of an early lead. Will we get another break point here? This pair becomes the next to miss. Down to 2 FCs for KooksKochen on Windfly and on Fla. Meanwhile, a 4-way for Maxwell. I mean, it's obviously too early to say, oh, this was a mispick or something like that, but it's not inspiring confidence in KooksKochen that they've had a couple breaks already. See how well that they can recover as Catburger finds first miss for Maxwell, but is traded with Windfly. That is far worse for KooksKochen, who are now down to only Fle against a triple FC for Team Maxwell, who I do feel out of these two teams would be the one I would expect to be better on these kind of gimmickier maps, less straightforward than most of the picks we've seen so far in this match. Okito once again breaking. He's really not having a great time yet, unable to reach 2 million points yet. Maxwell looking quite comfortable with the triple FC. Very solid accuracy on Rouge and Listia. Mahmoud just a little bit behind them. Still holding FC is the important part. A little bit lower act, but just not the end of the world at all. It's going to be an uphill climb. Was it a downhill climb? You don't really climb downhill. For KooksKochen if they want to come back in this one. That lead is 15 million points. Mahmoud does find a break. So does Catburger. So it's Rouge and Listia holding down the double FC. Windfly broke there as well, so it's Fle holding the only FC. There goes Listia, so that opens the door as there go everyone for Maxwell. Now it is maybe, just maybe, opening things up here for Pear and for Fle, the latter of whom is holding on to that FC, and Pear with a pretty solid combo backing him up. 9 million points is a lot of points. That's a lot of score to try to make up, but they've got a full quarter of the map, and they've got a massive combo advantage. I mean, that's 1,500 combo just on those two players against maybe 500 combo combined for Team Maxwell. The only question is whether or not there's going to be enough time. That score gap is coming down. I think there should be. There is the last key. I mean, there goes Fle with the break. And he just slammed the door on his own toe. It was opened up in front of them, and they just refused to walk through it. We'll see what Pear can try to do by himself, but I don't think that combo is going to be enough to bring this back. You know, you see the open door in front of you, you can just walk right through it, but instead you walk into the wall next to it. If KooksKochen end up losing this pick, that's going to be kind of what it feels like, because they had every opportunity, but unfortunately, those late misses were just, unfortunately, their downfall. Maxwell takes another break point, and they take the lead back 4-3 with their own pick to come. Really hate to see it. Sometimes that's how these things roll. That's how the cookie crumbles. So Maxwell now, after what just happened, you know, I feel like part of you would want to pick another kind of gimmicky map because you won it and got a break point. But on the other hand, like, you very easily could have lost that. KooksKochen could have held on to that point if they had just managed to keep Fle's FC through the last key eye. So it's a little bit of a gamble, but it feels like a decent pick at the same time. We'll see what direction they decide to go, if they go back to something a little more mechanic. I don't know what is left that would be, you know, kind of the raw mechanics. My own fault for not watching the Apple showcase, I guess, and not being familiar with some of these picks, but we'll see where they go. If they want to do something like a DT1, you go somewhere completely different. Is going to be Hard Rock number 1. Hard Rockington the first. Shinzo Democracy. So we kind of get mechanics. I mean, this is, you know, Nomad 1, but with Hard Rock applied. .90 BPM, very, very comfortable. Maxwell, of course, were the ones who picked Nomad 1, which went well for them, so kind of makes sense that they would want to go another aim pick. This one, opposite end of the spectrum for length, though. It's almost 4 minutes long. This will be the longest map we'll have seen by a small margin. Of course, Veil, you know, 3.5 minutes long as well. Sorry, please ignore ShareX. Alright. We go. Break in between maps that felt like a while. We've got Mahmoud, Rouge, Catburger, Rhythmic, RS, so we're gonna see no Gustia, I believe, the first time. Non-Hard Rock players when Hard Rock is picked, perhaps? Not sure. I fake RZ, Dayun, Pear, and Fle for KooksKochen. Really kind of need this breakpoint here. This would be a very good one to get back. So it's the hiddens on Rouge, Catburger, Dayun, and Pear. This is like maybe ever so slightly more awkward than a normal Nomad 1 style Hard Rock 1 would be, but more or less comfortable for most players, I feel. Slightly awkward when you have those like quick kick sliders. That I think is the easiest thing to just sort of shit miss on in this, I suppose. Couple breaks from KooksKochen, Dayun, and Fle. Purple combos for Maxwell, 2 for KooksKochen, so lead Maxwell. There is a break for Mahmoud, though. That's the first miss on that side of the screen. Just gonna ensure this lead doesn't get too big too fast. It's still 4 million, but not gonna be growing much anymore. Combo very similar across the board here. And into the Ki we will go. How are the players gonna fare? Only time will tell. Mahmoud breaking again. Those little kick sliders, they can get you. Tell you what, Pear the next to break. So, you know, the hiddens on that side. KooksKochen still struggling to find consistent hidden players, keeping the match in touch despite that. There goes Dayun as well. So yeah, both hidden players breaking in that Ki. I fake RZ and Flood did both hold, but triple FC for Maxwell. Nobody broke in that segment of the map for them, and that's going to feel pretty good as their lead is going to be 10 million points plus as we just head past the halfway mark. Lead 14 million points. starts to look a little bit insurmountable pretty soon here if Maxwell continues to hold. There goes Dayun again. All of Maxwell hold through the stream. I fake RZ and Dayun both break. Pear and Flood did hold, but they just don't have very much combo, so it really doesn't make a big difference, unfortunately. They need a full reset for Maxwell to have any sort of chance, and even then it would be a tough task. It's a miss from Rouge on the quiet slow part here. But Rhythmic RS and Catburger hold, and that should be enough. Rhythmic RS does break, but Catburger's still in that FC. Mahmoud has a solid backing combo, so not going to be anything to worry about with a 27 million point lead. And Maxwell going to take their point. They're going to take a 5-3 lead. It's going to be match point after this. It will be KooksKochen's pick next, as this is going to get a little closer in the end thanks to all of Maxwell missing. 1,000 combo on Fle. Nowhere near enough to bring it all the way back or anything. And he breaks anyway. Oh yeah, so it's going to be 5-3 Maxwell lead. It's going to be KooksKochen pick to try to stay alive in this match, try to stay alive in the winner's bracket. Let's find out where they go. Try make it. Take a look at our map pool here. See, we have left Nomads 4 and 7, Hard Rocks 2, 3, and 4, DTs 1, 3, and 5, and Fremod 3. Their previous picks for KooksKochen being Nomad 2, DT 6, Fremod 2, Fremod 1. So, you know, they went some tapping stuff with their first 3 picks, and then they randomly just switched it up and went to Fremod 1, the alt map. So I don't really know what they feel necessarily the most comfortable with to try to make their last pick. Do you go like... I don't think you go something just raw gimmick like a Hard Rock, like Hard Rock 2, Hard Rock 4. Maybe, I don't know, DT pool? DT1, DT3? I don't know. I mean, this does not feel like a great spot to put yourself in, to be honest. If I am to be completely honest with my statements, which I generally am. And it is Hard Rock 3? Antan Makoto. So, I guess we're just going back-to-back alt picks for KooksKochen. Lost Fremod 1. I don't know why they would feel like coin flipping Hard Rock 3 is a good idea, but hey, you know, they know their scores better than I do, obviously. The Hard Rock 3 it shall be. And we'll see. This is probably going to get this VOD copyright claim, because I think, but I'd have to check the showcase VOD to see if that's true or not. Pearl Cigarettes do not seem like the sort of band that would just allow people to use their music willy-nilly. There we go. I think who knows. But yeah, another short one. This is 1 minute and 25 seconds. You know, there's two types of oral cigarettes songs slash maps, right? There's like No Mod 1, Hard Rock 1, DT 1, and then there's like No Mod 3. That's the only songs that they make are ones that are conducive to alt maps and ones that are conducive to aim maps. Yeah, while we're waiting, I'm gonna watch college basketball because we're just chilling, I guess. We've got Listia, Rhythmic RS, Catburger, Mahmood against iFake RZ, Dayun, Pear, and Fleh at some point later this century. Alright, here we go. The MP start comes in. We'll be getting going. A little hard rock action as KooksKochen try to keep themselves alive for at least one more map in the winner's bracket here. Maxwell will try to close things out on a break point, and Mahmood did not load his hard rock in, so we'll try that again. There we go. Listia Catburger on the hidden for Maxwell. Dayun and Pear on the hidden for KooksKochen. As Michigan State has a 79-73 lead with 40 seconds to go against Ohio State. Hopefully will not blunder the way they did against Iowa last week. It doesn't look like they will as they pull down a rebound and they will be in possession. And I think that might do it for this one. Meanwhile, with some early breaks, Mahmood, Fleh, Pear, Rhythmic RS with a very early break. So double FC on iFake RZ and Dayun. Matching them are Listia and Catburger, but that's a double break. It's Pear and Dayun both missing. And Maxwell now in a very good spot. About halfway through the lead is a couple million points. The combo advantage is several hundred. iFake RZ and Fleh have to FC the rest of the map to have any chance at coming back from Maxwell. They're going to need a little bit of help or coming back for KooksKochen. Maxwell will need to avoid breaks like that. Rhythmic RS missing, but Dayun goes as well, and now it is just iFake RZ. Listia, Catburger. Gonna bring this one home. We will be looking at a 6-3 final score. I called it. Anybody remember back at the beginning of the stream when I was like, we've seen some one-sided as well as a tiebreaker matches? Maybe this one will just split the difference and be 6-3. Guess what? Guess what? 6-3. Yo. All right. Congratulations to Team Maxwell. They will be advancing onward through the winner's bracket. They'll be facing the winner of Sean's Osu Spam versus Kyle Painters. So they have to wait until like the end of the weekend, I think, to find out who their opponent next week will be. And KooksKochen will drop down to the loser's bracket to face the loser of that match. So likewise, they will have to wait a bit to know who they'll be playing next week. Well-fought match from both teams. Maxwell just a little bit more consistent, a little stronger on the hidden, which can really make or break things for you in this tournament with this format. That's going to do it for now. Thank you for watching. I've been this one guy. We're going to have at least one match later on. We have a 21 UTC, so 2 hours from now, we have Reginald versus Humilde. There is a match at 20 UTC as well. I'm not sure if that'll have a streamer or not, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll be back in either an hour or 2 hours from now. But for the moment, congratulations again, Maxwell. See everybody next week from this match in their respective sides of the bracket. Nobody eliminated yet. And we will see you guys later on. Till then, have a good one.